Welcome back, everybody.
Morning, guys.
Joe here.
And Kevin.
All right, so last week we have a lot of revelations for many characters. We obviously had McNulty and the crew kind of figuring out about Amsterdam.
Yeah, Hamsterdam.
Thank you. It's out in the open now, right?
Yeah.
It's an open secret.
It's not open until it's to the bosses, which is going to happen, and then you have to wonder how Rawls is going to react. But it's more people know about it. Mm-hmm. At least the detail knows about it.
And speaking of the detail, they got reassigned last week too.
Yeah. I don't blame Daniels at all for telling Jimmy after they get Stringer Bell he's gone.
I think it's fair.
Yeah, no, it completely is.
I mean, he kind of bit the hand that fed him there a little bit. I mean, like, Daniels got him off the boat.
Daniels completely saved him. I don't like the smug condescension from Jimmy. I would have done the same thing as Daniels. The whole thing, like, as bosses go, you're not bad. And it's like, you're
the problem.
That is so insubordinate to say at all.
It really
like,
is.
You're really part of the problem, but you're not the worst one I've ever had.
Imagine saying that to your boss in any field.
Any job, any field. I mean, like, especially if you do have the power to get rid of them. It's like, well, obviously I can't work with you.
Yeah.
You cannot be reasoned with as a subordinate. I don't blame Daniels at all. I would say the same thing.
100%. So it kind of makes me wonder where Jimmy's going to be at the end of the season and even in season 4.
Yeah. I mean, obviously we have no idea at what point the Stringer Bell, Avon Barksdale thing gets resolved. Mm. That, they said, when Stringer Bell is caught. But I feel like, we had a bit of a twist at the end where the detail finally realizes Avon's out.
Yep.
So now it's probably going to be a tandem on those two.
Sure. Because they got to bring that Daniels too. Well, Daniels knows now, I guess.
Yeah, Daniels knows. He was in the room. Yeah. But I don't know if in this season you're going to be able to make that happen, because I don't think Marlo goes away. Marlo.
No, I don't think he goes away either. I think he's going to be a big player in the show.
I think he's going to be huge. So I don't know if, like, in this season you deal with Marlo, because for me I kind of feel like, and I could be way off, but Marlo's kind of the future.
Yeah,
a little bit, and that's been kind of the idea, which means I wouldn't be surprised if this season or early next season, Avon and Stringer are out of the picture, and Marlo becomes the next generation
successor.
Because I think that idea is important, right? I think the idea of succession on the show is important.
It is.
You take down a person, even somebody very high up. Mm-hmm. All you're doing is creating a power void that somebody else is going to step into.
100%.
Killing Pablo Escobar didn't stop. No. Colombian drug cartels. It just created a hole for the next one.
It does lead to a certain escalation. Yeah. And I tend to agree with you. Yeah, I mean, honestly, thinking about it over the week, and it's kind of like maybe they are planting that seed.
Yeah, because we've always assumed, at least I have, that end of season 5 is when the Barstool organization is finally brought to its knees.
But it could be sooner than that.
But I think with this show, with any other show, I'd still say that was the case. Mm-hmm. But I think the idea of this show is there is no big victory. Right?
Yeah.
You don't make the big arrest and you've solved the problem. That will not happen on this show.
And we've seen pieces of that.
We have. And I think that if the show ends at the very end, last episode, season 5, with Stringer and Avon in handcuffs, we got you, finally it's done. I think that sends a message that's completely opposite of what the show really is.
The show is not that. Because it's not right off into the sunset.
Yeah, exactly. That feels like happy ending right from the sunset. Mm-hmm. Yay, we did it. Good job, boys.
Yeah.
That's not this show. This show is, well, great. And now tomorrow's going to happen, and you're still in the mud.
We've solved today, but what about tomorrow?
Yeah, exactly. Love it. I love it.
It's beautiful in that way. It really is.
All right, let's get started here. I want to thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being here with us, and I'd like to give a special thank you to all of our super patrons. AB, Actuarial Lurker, Balash Foldes, Chris, Derek Peterson, MTC93, Jamie Morgan, Jeff, Christy Goverston, NJ, Sudukunda Varapu, Torgeir Lingstad, Trey Contreras, WerePanda47, Natasha Norris, and Yannick from Montreal. As always, guys, thank you so much for being here.
Yes, we're very glad you guys are here. If you're watching us on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel. If you mind hitting the like button for us, please leave us a comment down below and hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on the new content we've coming your way.
Subscribe right now and you might be our 1 millionth sub on YouTube. We are that close. Full-length reactions for everything are available on Patreon. We're way ahead over there in all of our shows. You will have to sync and watch along on your own source material on Patreon. We do follow copyright law, so you're just going to see and hear us.
Yep. Go back.
Go get ice from down here.
What happened to him? Don't go away from that story.
That's the whole episode.
So how you doing today?
No offense, but can we just get the Avon? Alright, just being social.
Right, yeah.
Pipes, matches, pipes, lighting.
Look how lively it is now.
Yeah.
You know? They're selling pipes in the street and everything. Wow.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Ask me if it's loaded, bitch.
Oh, it's getting everybody.
You can't do violence out in the open. So, I mean, yeah.
No, he's getting out. He's getting away.
God damn! Can't you ever get a fucking police round in when you need one?
What? That is not on him.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're not inside the buildings.
Sorry, we're not here to protect your drug money.
Yeah. No, that's another thing they have to worry about now, right? Is policing the inside of the building.
Seriously.
That place is lawless. I mean,
well, that's the thing, though, is like if there's no drug law, then, you know, these guys are going to assume like, well, I'm just a regular citizen now, so if I'm getting robbed of my drug money, I should be able to call the police.
yeah, you're not going to bust me for this, but you're going to protect my money, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I was kind of thinking that Brother Mazzone would be back too, but now he hasn't been back.
He might still be at some point. I feel like that's an important storyline.
He was a strong character.
Yeah.
I would like to see him come back.
I would too. We didn't get as much of him as I thought we would last season.
Like 2 or 3
Omar
episodes.
took care of that real fast.
He did, yeah. That was such an awesome scene,
It
though.
was great.
I'm hoping we get more Carcetti this episode, too. We need to see more of him.
Yeah, definitely don't want to get away from the political side. You know what I mean? I want to see more Carcetti, and I want to see Clay Davis, who is clearly playing Stringer Bell for money.
Yeah.
Clearly.
And like we said with Marlo, that could be something they're saving for future seasons,
That's
too.
true.
You know what I mean? Just plan it now.
Crawl, walk, and then run. Clay Davis. Okay, so Clay's going to be in this episode.
Shoot.
Falls Church, Virginia. That's where it went out into the street. What?
Did Buddy have them on display to the left or the right of the cash register?
How would I know that?
They're messing with you, man. See, if you do what Daniel says and work hard, you're good. You're good.
And Prez busts his butt. He really
He does.
Laurel, Bethesda, and it stores in Virginia at Springfield, Dumfries, and Lakeside.
This is how they're going to catch the guy buying them all at one place.
Yeah. His girlfriend talked him into...
Yeah. She's going to bring down the whole thing.
She made him a deal.
What is it?
The discipline of it.
Well, they're about to break that.
Yeah.
Supposed to be all over that shit, man. He even said it's supposed to be like the valet eating.
To serve and protect.
Oh my God!
I want to file a report.
Say what?
You heard me.
You want to make a complaint to us that you were selling drugs and someone took your money?
Fuck yes.
Oh my God!
No, you don't. You don't want to make that report.
Every 2 weeks or so, and still they're worried about catching a wiretap. Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean someone's not out to get you.
Yeah. I like the fact that he's showing him the bad parts of it too.
Yeah.
You know.
Also, you would think it'd be kind of hard to rob somebody in that small area. Just keep a lookout for the guy.
Bold.
With the,
Yeah, because you have cops there.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Kill 2 birds and all that.
Right. Throw him some bikes, maybe police radios.
You know, we could do that.
I was being...
In God's name did you do it?
like a neighborhood watch kind of thing.
Yeah.
He's horrified by it.
Yeah. It's ugly. There's no way around the fact it's
not
ugly.
pretty.
Yeah.
10 days ago, unless there's an incident, we reuse those videotapes every week.
Yeah.
It's mind on our policy.
That went well.
Why don't you just stake out the place?
Who? You got a number?
This was coming, wasn't it? D'Angelo's mom.
We're gonna go 100 miles on the off chance this guy has a memory or a camera.
Do you really want to go home early and disappoint Mr. Freeman?
Now she's calling up asking questions. Wasted her time, it was mine. Kind of like this road trip.
Jimmy doesn't realize that this is stirring the hornet's nest a little bit.
Yep.
Then we see the man with his hand on the faucet.
Or faucet.
The HUD faucet.
The HUD faucet, yeah.
Walk and then run.
Nah, man. Might be up there a little bit more.
We're actually gonna see this.
Yeah.
What the fuck is beanie eyes?
Shit, fuck I did. How do you know how to do this? Man, how you don't know how to do this? Give him light eyes Why? Because I fucking told you to.
Oh my God.
Okay. Can you make him cross?
Oh my gosh. He's just having fun.
Check out these knuckleheads on the maker face.
I don't think Crew Cut back there is enjoying this
No.
part of his job at all.
Yeah, he's very upset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just trying to make my district livable.
That was a good edit there.
That was good.
It's a lot bigger than what you got your hand on. You just can't see it.
See what?
A great village of pain, and you're the mayor.
Yeah.
Where's the needle truck? The condom distribution? The drug treatment intake?
Yeah.
They ain't no worse off than when he was all over the map. Now they just in one place is all.
And that place is hell.
Yeah. You could chalk it up to they're there.
You know what? Maybe having like city doctors or, you know, whatever.
Hey, yo, make her hair a little bit more straight. Make it long with bangs.
God.
Hang on. Yeah, all right. Pull over those lips a little bit.
Yo, you got one of these dust asses?
Yeah, that's what's up. Hey.
I bet Herc makes a lot of money to be a 6-year-old.
He does.
Oh, sure, that guy. Every 2 weeks for him. Last time, 8 phones, almost $900.
That's it. That's where he blew it.
And a Shrek slushie.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Got some kind of transaction record?
Wow. Okay.
$927.24.
Can we have the tape for that day?
No tape. I rewind every day.
Pre-digital era.
I just know I got to put my mind on something or I'm gonna slide back. Need to be in control of myself,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Do something, right?
Oh, that. Hey, all due respect, you can stow that powder right here and now.
Not for him.
It ain't about me doing for me, I don't think. Might need to be about more than that.
What's to help?
Something, yeah.
Major Colvin is himself willing to acknowledge the possibility of a statistical variation from the mean in his monthly stats.
Variation, huh?
So things are really changing in Colvin's district.
Yeah.
If indeed there is no manipulation involved, I would like to know exactly what it is that Major Colvin has learned about police work that eludes the rest of your commanders.
Our feeling is that it's genuinely an aberration. And if it repeats itself next month, then it bears closer examination. Otherwise...
That's where it's going to blow up,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
I would only like to add that I feel as my colleague does, that this administration has failed this community miserably. I mean, we need to do something about this.
I feel like the witness thing is what's going to get Carcetti through.
For sure.
Tell him, man, you got him.
Y'all are friends. You lose that, you lose every damn thing.
Good.
Okay, see, there's other people down there trying to do other things besides police.
I'm so glad.
Yeah.
Woman, man.
Dennis.
I'm glad his story's not done and we're following
Yeah.
him.
Oh, absolutely.
Great redemption.
Really rooting for this guy.
Yeah.
Do you think politics is only about winning the argument? That whoever has the right fact at the right moment wins?
No, not anymore.
Kennedy had facts, yeah, but Reagan? He couldn't have summoned a fact if his life depended on it.
That's really true.
But if you want to be mayor, or senator, or governor one day,
show him something more.
Are you not entertained?
He goes full gladiator.
City Hall, the courts. Shit, the courts? You know what they call it when judge, jury, and perp all go to the same family barbecue? Catch and release.
Does he put a little twang on his voice?
Yeah.
Well, white boy going to trial. That's when everybody's got their ass in the air talking about justice. Can't wait to throw away the key.
Oh, he's playing the race card.
He is.
I'm on the radio if you need me.
Oh my God!
Oh, Jimmy.
Oh, foot in your mouth.
My wife, Caroline. Some very good ones.
Oh my God.
Or is this just a courtesy call?
You know, you should meet my partner. You
Oh my God,
Stop
that was
it.
so embarrassing.
Stop it. Yeah.
Boy, did he really bark up the wrong tree on that
Misread
one.
that situation.
I mean, Omar ain't come back on us since we got his bitch. So maybe...
Look, I'm home, Charles. I'm home.
So you just want to go to war with everybody at once.
Is that power thing?
Yeah.
Eastside wasn't ready for us, huh?
That's what I'm saying.
So they've been hanging east lately.
At least today.
Yeah.
Your partner there.
He's racist.
Yeah. Bit of an asshole.
yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should meet my partner. That's so awkward.
Right. Or get him working in Hamsterdam with the kids, which is, I think, what they were talking about.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think the idea, though, is to...
Get the kids away?
Yeah, show them something a little more productive. You can't coach him in basketball, but you can show him how to fight.
Right.
It also gives him something to do, too. Something to give back.
So he's got to know what a fucking heartbreaker it is to wake up every morning, suit up for this shit.
He's got to suit up, too, man. Somebody should dime the brass about this shit.
Uh-oh.
I don't know that we're gonna.
All I'm saying is let's give the guy the same backup he's always given us. That's all I'm saying.
I'm with Carv on this one.
Me too. Herc did have a point. It is borrowed time, but at the same time, no, you should have Bunny's back.
There's no way anyone should think this is permanent.
No.
Just keep your cell off. Make sure she can reach your partner. Partner tells her Kima's in court or whatever.
So is Jimmy saying he's going to cover for her?
Call her back later like, hey, what's up?
Jimmy is the worst, man.
He is.
Go ahead, cheat. I have your back.
I mean, really, I think that's what he just said.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Let's double it.
Nah, man. I don't like taking money from a church going man.
Triple it.
Your break, Deacon.
You're about to lose that money.
Yeah.
I'll drop by later on.
He started to
Yeah,
swallow.
there's
Oh.
sweat coming.
D'Angelo's mother. She cold-called McNulty about her son on the jailhouse hanging.
She's calling us on that weak shit.
We'll see.
Yeah. I don't think Jimmy's going to get anywhere, but it might stir the hornet's nest with Avon.
It could.
Nothing there. It's so tiny. No mere mortal can... Oh. My eyes! It's so big and clear and bright.
I'll be at homicide. Sometimes you still scare me, you know that?
Oh, I love him so much.
Yeah, I do too. He found the right job for himself.
He did.
And when I say I'm ready, you best believe it.
Sit back like a villain.
He is a villain.
Yeah.
But now you're going to shove the numbers right up my ass? It's kind of pouty of you, isn't it? I already got the city council asking questions about the 8% drop you posted last week. We just want to please the mayor, not go to jail behind this shit.
Still dropping bodies.
Amazing. Crime is down and no one wants to take any credit. What is wrong with this picture?
Yeah. Rawls isn't dumb.
Make sure there's not a decimal point missing between the 1 and the 2.
Pull everything, Deputy. That number will stand.
I think Rawls is going to lose it when he finds out
Oh, yeah.
what happened.
He's not going to be a happy camper, that's for sure.
Nobody would have dared. My brother, his uncle, would have...
I agree with you.
Which is why they made it look like a self-inflicted.
Yeah.
D'Angelo was strangled, which is planned. You need the time, you need the isolation.
Yeah.
Whoever killed him wanted to pass it off as a suicide, but cops are happy enough to have one less murder to investigate.
Yeah.
And at the end, D'Angelo was this close to flipping, giving up everybody, everything. You know all that, right? You were the one who went down that detention center and talked your son out of a deal.
Oh, man.
He's coming hard, isn't he?
He's not wrong, though.
He's not wrong.
Why not come to me first?
Honestly? I was looking for somebody who cared about the kid.
Oh, my God.
You were the one who made him take the years, right?
I mean, yeah.
This is going to work, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh.
That is so harsh, but it's also so true.
I know. Yeah.
I think that is a lot of fire over her.
It should. Yeah, D'Angelo deserved more.
Yeah. I think that's going to be what ultimately comes between Avon and Stringer.
Of course, yeah. And could potentially lead to the rise of Marlo.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, this some kind of full tilt setup, man, to catch a master scoundrel, Capone and whatnot. Boy, they probably got police behind every one of them row house windows.
Omar's actually wrong about that one.
He is wrong about that one. I was going to say, actually.
Yeah. He's usually not.
That's the thing about it, though, is it's so
weird that no one believes it.
It's like a 5-acre petri dish.
You get in there now, you can run every health program or social program you want.
That's what I was thinking. You know, you can actually...
So you're saying that this is a sanctioned open-air drug mart?
No, it's not officially sanctioned. More like it's tolerated.
There you go.
Day after that, I gotta go visit my aunt in Florida. We hook up tomorrow. I got something real nice to think about in that long-ass bus ride.
Get out.
Yeah.
Oh, Marlo, you always take me to the nicest places.
I know, right? Yeah. Like your car.
They were so careful spreading out the purchases up and down the 3 states. You think they'd also switch up rental agencies?
Maybe the guy felt bad for us.
That's pretty smart. You'll always know where they're going to get the car.
Damn, girl, would you lose some weight?
Excuse me?
It's just a compliment.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's grandma's.
So what, we jack her and make her talk?
Fool, she probably got no clue where he lay his head.
Oh, my God.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Man, wait on what?
Let's see if they can be patient.
Yeah.
Why should I talk to him?
Because Russell's a good man. And hey, he's ready to run.
Then let him run for you.
Shit, as far as the federal money's concerned, he's everything. The faucet, the goose.
Oh, goose.
The one that lays them golden eggs.
God.
So slimy.
He is. It's weird that he's one of the most immoral people on the show. He has like no code of ethics.
I know. But he's so entertaining, you know?
This is my trip, man. Need to go from A to B all by myself.
I respect it.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a trainer. Cool.
Use open, warm phrases. Nothing sharp, nothing that bites.
Where's the fun in that?
Do you want this?
He's very pleased watching himself,
He
isn't
is. Yeah. He has a self-infatuation for sure.
Go to a motel. I don't know which one. I'll tell you when I see you.
He's being careful.
Yeah.
Right. You know Lake Trout?
Carry-out? Where?
Yeah, on Woodland.
I like how they're framing this guy.
Yeah.
Might be walking into something a little later. So I'm gonna need for you to go up there and give me a read up front.
Like a
Very
trap.
careful, yeah.
Yo, we at war right now, sis, so you on that.
I need to get with him.
Well, he ain't on the cell phone. As soon as I speak to him, I'll get him to you, all right?
Yeah.
I need to get with my brother.
Oh, come on. This fucking cop. He just figured a way to get out of there early. Ain't nothing nobody can do about that.
I'm not buying that. He's not selling this well at all.
No, he's not.
Yeah, this is gonna get ugly.
She knows.
I don't think she knows, but I think she thinks Avon had something to do with it.
I think she has an idea of it being him, though, the way she was looking at him.
At least that he knows.
Yeah.
You know, almost every barbecue place I've ever been in, they sell some type of fruit soda with a barbecue. I've never had the combination.
It's a good pairing, I guess.
Like grape or strawberry or orange.
This clown ass went and got 4 sandwiches and 4 sodas, man. You heard me?
Cool. Cool. Oh, they're following this guy.
Drop one, get one.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
exactly.
Syringe.
He got a syringe behind his ear, yeah.
Drop one, get one.
This is where I think this works, right here.
Yeah.
It's doing this.
Oh, wait. Just pass these out for me, okay?
Good.
Yeah.
When all this bullshit falls apart, I want to kick your butt.
Dude.
Go home.
Yeah. I mean, they're handing out food. I mean, this needle exchange, food, contraception, just
help.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe even treatment, you know?
Yeah.
It's a setup.
Yep.
She's working for Avon.
Uh-huh.
That's what they're watching. He got 4 sandwiches for hitters.
Go by them slow.
Yeah.
Oh, man. The violence is so real in this show. I get nervous every time.
I know.
It's already gross that she has to do this.
Right. Yeah. Oh, he's there.
Oh,
Avon's there.
Yeah.
You hit? No. Drive, motherfucker. Get out of here.
Well, the guy in the backseat is.
Yeah, somebody's dead. because she didn't know where they were going, so they were going to follow her to whatever hotel they were going to.
Mm-hmm. How's that war going?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I like that we see that. That's a great representation of what he's juggling, you know what I mean?
I also feel like this guy's taking Stringer for a ride.
But Brianna all over me, call me, man. I need to tell her.
Nah, fuck Brianna.
What?
Just keep the bitch away from me, you hear me?
This is all falling apart really fast.
On the inside, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not external forces. It's happening on the inside.
It is. Like, Jimmy figured out a way to really just tear him down from the inside.
We finna get back to old times, baby.
Which is the opposite of what Stringer wants to do.
Yeah.
Where you at? First floor, 1034 North Mount, sir.
He's going to be the one that cracks, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
War, man, we passed this bullshit.
Yeah, I forgot. You know, I knew I forgot something. We the Trump brothers. You know what? I look at you these days, you know what I see? I see a man without a country. Not hard enough for this right here.
That's been the thing.
Before I snatch a life, I ain't in this bullshit.
Snatch a life? What life you snatch, huh?
Ooh. Oh.
Man stoking a head saying that D'Angelo's death is no suicide. Man ain't wrong about that.
He's gonna tell
Whoa,
him.
he's going to tell him?
Really?
But there you go, a life that had to be snatched, Avon.
Well, this is the end of these two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, man, I took that shit off you, put it on me, man, because that motherfucker was out of pocket with that shit.
There's no way he lets this go.
No way. No chance. He's realizing this is the end, too.
Yeah. Maybe you should have kept your cool and kept your mouth shut there. Get up. Get up and fight him.
Yeah.
I guess he tried.
Just one big now what, you know?
Yeah, I mean, really. I'm sure that's what he's thinking right now. I thought the suspicion was going to build for a while before anything happened. He just straight told him.
Yeah. Thanks, McNulty.
Yeah.
So we're ending. Dang it!
Yeah. I don't know what the follow-up to this is going to be, because it's probably going to be ugly.
Hey, first things first. Idris Elba. Amazing actor.
Yeah, Idris Elba's great.
And Wood Harris, too, is also phenomenal in this show. But yeah, that's an Emmy right there.
Yeah. What an ending. I mean, he really came out of nowhere, because he's been trying to hide it, and keep that in the closet for so long, and it came out just with a little provocation of him saying you're not hard enough. And again, it goes back to that idea, right? No such thing as halfway crooks, and that's what he is. You're not hard enough for our world, and you're not smart enough for their world. You're trying to ride the middle somewhere, which is why I think Stringer's going to be the one to go down, at least first. You know,
probably. Yeah, and it's like, I mean, ultimately Avon's like, I'm content in the corners.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? I've got my guys, we got my crew. We're doing our thing.
It's not about the money.
It's not about the money. It's a lifestyle.
I bleed red and you bleed green.
And yeah, okay, I'm with you. String might be the one to go down there.
Yeah.
You know, for a second there, I was thinking he was going to shoot Avon because he had the gun on him.
Right.
But no, okay, he's going to let him go. So, I mean, I guess we have to explore where that's going to go. I mean, like, what are you thinking? I mean,
I don't think it's going to be a quick reaction, or we would have seen a more volatile reaction at the end. I think it might be a thing that plays out over time.
Yeah.
Like, that seed is now in his head.
Yeah.
Right? And right now, Avon doesn't know what to do, but I feel like at some point, it's going to eat at him enough to where he kills him.
No, yeah, knowing who he is
Right.
the kind of guy that would seek retribution.
I don't think he lets it go.
At all. And I think he tells Brianna, and she's going to be like, you know what you have to do.
Right, yeah.
And so, do you think they dropped the whole Marlo thing now because of this?
I don't
For
know.
now? I mean,
well, here's the deal.
Takes priority over that?
The thing with dropping the Marlo thing is I feel like in a way right now that means Stringer, at least for the short term, wins. I don't see Avon as the guy to back down from a fight.
I don't either. But he's losing that war, so to speak. You know what I mean? I just feel like Marlo's had the drop on him so many times.
I just feel like as long as he's standing, I feel like he wants to fight. I think that's just who he is.
Sure. But yeah, I'm just curious as to where he shifts his focus now, I guess, you know, if he puts Marlo in the back burner, or if he finishes that, and then like we save that whole conflict with Stringer for down the road.
Well, I think he's going to keep the fight up with Marlo with his people, but him personally. I think Stringer's thing is a personal thing.
Yeah, two things going.
Yeah,
yeah.
You guys are dealing with this, and I insist on it. I've got another thing to deal with.
Yeah,
and I don't know what that looks like or how he does it or what, but I do think Avon is personally going to deal with Stringer personally, and this isn't going to be a thing where a bunch of cars drive by and shoot
100%.
Stringer Bell.
This is going to be way more
personal
on him. Yeah. And, we've got this is episode 7, so we have 4 or 5 more episodes left, I guess.
They've been 13, 12 and 13 a season. Okay, so I don't know on this season.
That's probably how we're going to spend the rest of the show. Then I mean,
a lot of it, yeah. It probably doesn't wrap until the end of the season, but I think it's sooner than later. Like I was like, well, we're in season 4, we're doing this. I don't think it gets that far now that's out in the open.
That could be our finale.
Yeah,
I mean, this season has had so many twists and turns. It's like
sure.
impossible to predict. I feel like. I mean, with the first 2 seasons, we've been wrong, and
yeah, and it's a show that like I don't think anyone that gets like where is this going wrong is a dumb person. I'm sure everyone the first time they're watching was like, is this what's happening? Is this where we're going? And it defies expectations a lot. But that's just because the writing is so good,
phenomenal,
and the characters are so complex that it's not easy to simply say,
at all.
Well, this is probably where they're headed. I think the only character, there are 2 characters on the show, and they go back to season 1 where you can really just know what they're going to do, and that's not bad writing. That's just who they are as people.
Yeah.
Avon's going to be Avon, and McNulty's going to be McNulty.
Yeah.
But everyone else, it's like they weigh things before they make any type of decision.
They do.
They're more complex characters, and that's not saying Jimmy's not complex or Avon's not complex. They're just both monomaniacal. Yeah. They both just want one thing.
They do.
And I think that they're predictable because their personalities are driven so hard at one thing.
Mm-hmm. And I think
it works. It works so well for the show.
And I think we're getting hints of that with Carcetti as well, in terms of like figuring out who that guy is.
Yeah.
He's got a self-infatuation. He does. We see that with him smiling at himself.
There's a little bit of narcissism with the guy there.
Him in the mirror when he was with that lady. But no, you're right. It's like the first 2 seasons, there was a clearer path of what the end game was going to be, and they were more contained with this. With this season, I feel like it's much bigger, and we're also we're laying the groundwork for what's to come after the season.
Yeah, I don't feel like we wrap most of the storylines this season. I don't know that this season ends with a whole lot of people in handcuffs.
It's a much
like the
tale.
last 2 did, right? Yeah,
much bigger tale, and I like that they're really expanding this quickly.
For sure, because I think Marlo's here to stay.
I do too. I really do too. And he's not dumb. He's
No.
formidable for sure.
No, he is, because he's not an idiot. He's got smart, capable people around him too.
Yeah.
But it's a small group of people, which makes him. I think he's harder to get at.
Yeah.
Because his circle is so small. Just like Omar.
I was gonna say it's kind of like Omar.
It's like Omar.
Way.
Just
I was gonna say that.
It's harder to fight a war against a tiny guerrilla insurgency, which is what Omar is, and it's what Marlo is.
Exactly right. I was gonna say he has shades of Omar. They even have a scar.
Right? Yeah.
Which is an interesting parallel. Then you know what I mean. These 2 guys on opposite sides of each other. And quickly, I do like that we're the whole Hamsterdam situation. I really did think that it was going to be each episode from now on. It's the beginning of the end.
Right.
But now that we have these people here helping, I don't know when it's going to end.
Well,
I think the crew cut guy is probably going to be. He's going to be the one to bring it down.
And of course, being this show, that's the beauty of it. The tragedy of it is the Hamsterdam thing is at a point now where it's like, now that we've got all of these people together, instead of them just killing themselves off, we can actually help them. And try to make the best of this situation and get. And get drug treatment and medical treatment and food
Supplies.
to people that aren't getting it, like professionals there to help them.
Yeah.
Which is ideal, I feel like, right? Treatment versus punitive action.
Make it more legitimate in some way.
And of course, now it's like, oh, this is what really works about it. Not getting them off the corners and getting them together to deal, but to get them to a position where you can actually get them help too.
Yeah.
And this is the part where someone's going to blow the whole thing
not
up.
right.
Right when it's starting to go right, someone's actually going to blow it up. And I think that guy's going to blow it up.
And we're at the very beginning of that too now. It's like even Rawls is like, what's going on?
Well, and I don't like that guy. Not just because this is working, he's going to blow it up, right? I don't know his name. Officer something. Okay. Officer Bad Haircut. But he's sitting there talking to Herc, and the other guy's like, right is right, and this is wrong. But you see him with that one kid, the one kid who's like, I'm hungry, and he's like, just wait until this is over, and I'm going to beat you. And it's like, so what is it about? Is it about right and wrong, or is it about that you just want to be a cowboy and go back to beating on people?
That's exactly that.
And I don't think right has anything to do with that.
No, it's this lack. he doesn't want to embrace the discomfort and the change of it, right?
Right.
He's used to one thing. I mean, they talked about this in several episodes about how it's been this way forever.
Right.
And now that an actual change that could be something good is coming along, nope.
Yeah, no, this is a simple guy, and we've, it's a problem that, not with a lot, but has popped up sporadically with, everyone who went to high school with that one guy who liked to bully people, and he became a police officer, right? Not most. Please don't hit us with the hate mail again.
Yeah, for sure.
We're talking about a group of people, select people. Talk about individuals, right? Who that's the dream, right? It is the power and it is the authority.
It's the power.
And I've known a couple of these guys in my life. And again, not all. I've dealt with police before who are great, conscientious people. Yeah.
In any walk of life, you're going to have somebody who's bad at their job.
They're good and bad people in every job, and it just gets amplified with police because they do have so much authority and so much power,
a lot of pressure,
and so much protection, and so much everything, right? That it's like if you have a bad one in that group, it gets amplified.
It overshadows everything else.
It just gets amplified. The awfulness of it gets amplified because they have so much power and authority to do bad things. You know what I mean?
Sure.
No one cares about the third grader that doesn't like his classmates, but they care about the sixth grader that's going to walk around and punch third graders because he doesn't like being alive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you have a bad kid who does become a police officer, all of a sudden you're taking a bad kid and giving him a gun and a badge and all the authority and telling him that whatever he says is right.
That's dangerous.
And he can do whatever he wants, pretty much with impunity. And I feel like that's what that guy is.
That's that crew
Why can't I go back to just beating on people? Well, because that clearly doesn't work. It doesn't solve anything.
I know. It's like you have to have room for an open mind here and really see this thing, the process of it all.
Why is it? That should be the question, and I'm sure it is, that gets asked. Why do you want to be a cop? And it's like, well,
do you want to make a difference, or do you want to beat on people?
And I'm sure the standard answer is I want to help people, but is that really what you want? Because what that guy demonstrated is helping people has nothing to do with what he's doing.
They're quite literally helping people.
Right, yeah.
Like they're handing out food and supplies, and he's there just being like, I can't wait to punch you.
Yeah, well, it's like, because one, it was a little kid, and two, the kid wasn't asking for like anything to help him with his drug trade.
No.
He was asking for food. Like, do you have any more food? I'm not Chef Boyardee. Get away from me. I'm going to beat you. Like... Okay, man. Maybe this isn't the job for you.
And Bunny clocked it. He saw that,
Yeah, he did. And he tried to talk the guy down later, but looks like it's already too late.
Too late. Yeah, and that was the guy that mentioned going to the papers,
which is what he's probably going to do.
Yeah.
I guarantee that one day Bunny's going to be there, or at least Herc and Carve are going to be there, and a friggin' reporter is going to walk up to him and say, "Tell me about this." You know what I mean?
I think you're right,
and I think that's exactly what's
going to happen.
happen.
I want to see how Carcetti handles that
once it's in the newspaper.
Yeah.
Because really, Carcetti could spin that to be on the mayor too. You know what I mean?
He could easily spin on the mayor.
This is what you've done to your police officers to get your murder numbers down. Because he was talking about the 300 with Burrell, right?
Yeah.
Burrell's told Carcetti about all the pressure from the mayor to make the crime numbers look better.
Yep.
And I think you can say, like, you've pushed these guys so far to get your numbers down that this is what they're doing. Because Carcetti's already the one sniffing around Bunny Colvin's district.
So I'm thinking, it's gonna play out in Carcetti's favor.
I do too. We said early in the episode before we got to this, the mayor may go down over the witness thing. He also may go down over the Hamsterdam might be the end of Mayor Royce too.
This season's all about rise and falling.
Exactly.
Rises and falls.
We'll catch you next one, guys. Thanks.
See ya.